Hey guys, how's it going? So because I haven't made a favorites video in a while, I decided that today, instead of doing a monthly favorites video, I would do kind of, I guess, a current favorites video. And because I haven't done one in a while, I do have quite a bit of products, so bear with me, this might be a long video. I do have really good products, like things that are inexpensive from the drugstore that I've actually truly been loving lately, more than I've been loving, for example, high-end brands. And I've realized in the past, I would say 6 months or so, that not everything that is good needs to come from Sephora or from more expensive brands. So I'm just gonna get right into it. I'm gonna just kind of grab things and go with whatever I grab. So I'm gonna talk about foundations, I guess, first. And here I have one of my current favorites, and I've been using this, I would say, for a good like 5 months. So I know for sure that I love this product. And I have it in 3 different shades, and I just kind of like mix and match them depending on how tanned I am. So the foundation that I'm talking about is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. The number that I have here is 04. I also have 06 and I have 09. This is my lightest winter shade. This foundation is definitely full coverage. It's really, I would say it's fairly matte, and someone like me that has dry skin, I definitely need to spray myself with Fix Plus afterwards, or like a hydrating setting spray to make it look more natural. I was wearing this mainly when I was working, and then I was wearing something else when I wasn't, because it's too full coverage in my opinion for everyday wear. But I really love this foundation and I highly recommend it. It's also cruelty free, which is awesome. The next foundation that I have absolutely been loving, it's the one that I'm wearing today. This is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, and this one is in the normal to dry skin, hydrating and smooth version. There's also the matte and poreless, which I do also have. This is in the color 210 Sandy Beige, which is my color. And just for reference, I'm about like an NC30 or NC35 at MAC. So this is awesome because it gives me kind of, I would say, a flawless finish, but it still looks dewy and hydrating. It just makes me look really glowy, and that's what I really like about it. But it still covers all of my imperfections when I have them. I use it with a beauty blender, and I do kind of have to layer it up in the areas where I have hives or discoloration, but at the end of the day, it looks amazing. Even when I finish my day, I look in the mirror and my skin looks flawless. If you have oily skin, I don't think I would recommend this though, because it does make me look fairly glowy, and since I have normal to dry skin, I think that if you were oily, it would make you look fairly oily, unless you used like a mattifying powder with it. And this I bought at Shoppers on sale for $6.99, so I find that that's an amazing price and I really like it. Then I'm going to talk about one skincare product that has ultimately changed my skin. I will buy this for the rest of my life, even though it's really expensive. Sometimes it's out of my budget, and I almost cried when I ran out of it. This is the Drunk Elephant TLC Framboose Glycolic Night Serum. It says here, refine and regenerate raspberry extract, horse chestnut, and 12% AHA blend. So this is a serum that I apply after I use my Clarisonic at nighttime, and it honestly changed my skin. I saw a difference the first night that I used this. I really saw a huge difference in my skin. It kind of makes my skin look smoother. I started having fine lines and wrinkles on my forehead, as well as, like, you guys know that I have, first of all, I've had acne basically my whole life, and I also have a lot of pores, like I have enlarged pores. And just using this one night, I woke up and my skin just looked like one color. It looked glowy, it looked amazing. And over time, this product has seriously changed my skin. I stopped using it for like a couple weeks because I ran out, and I couldn't, not that I couldn't afford it, but I just didn't want to blow the $112 that this costs Canadian. But after not using it for 12 weeks, my skin started looking really crappy, and I realized that this is basically my savior, and I will need to repurchase this forever. So I just ordered a new one, and it's coming in the mail ASAP. In the meantime, I had like a tiny little bit left, and I've been like squeezing it out of the bottle and using it because I just can't live without it. Next, I wanted to talk about a brush, and this is the Real Techniques, it's dirty, sorry. This is the Real Techniques blush brush. I really, really love this brush for applying blush, which is what its purpose is. So that's why it's called a blush brush. But when you look at this, like as a makeup artist, I would look at this and I would think, like, this is huge for applying blush. I would never think to apply blush with this brush, but honestly, it gives me the best blush application. I really, really love it. And it doesn't pick up too much product. So when I apply my blush with it, it doesn't make me look like, I mean, some of you might say that I wear too much blush, but whatever, I really don't care. That's how I like to wear it. But it doesn't like deposit too much product on my cheeks. And I really love it. And for the price, it's an amazing, amazing brush. I've been using this probably for, I would say, like a year, and I haven't used anything else to apply. In conjunction with that, I recently purchased a couple months ago this blush, which I'm in love with. It's called NARS, it's by NARS, and it's called Lovejoy. It gives you that bronzy look. It's what I'm wearing today. It looks like this. Here, I'll give you guys a little close-up of it. It has a bit of a glow in it, and it's not too pink, but it's just kind of like a rosy tan color. And I find it looks really nice if you want to look tanned and you like wearing bronzer and stuff like that. So I've really been loving this together. Then I'm gonna go into this eyeshadow here, which I've absolutely been loving. I got this with one of my Back to Macs. As you guys know, I used to work at MAC, so I have like tons of empty products, and now I can actually use them. So this is called Slow Fast Slow, and this is a Dazzleshadow. I believe that they just recently came out with these in their permanent line. I'm not 100% sure. This is like a really shimmery type of eyeshadow. I like to apply it with a wet brush, or you can just apply it with your fingers. It's fairly pigmented, and it's just really, really beautiful. I've been using this non-stop on my lid, and I'll tell you guys what I've been using it with lately. Here, let me give it a swatchy here. So that's what it looks like. I feel like my camera doesn't focus, but I guess I'll figure that out later. That's what it looks like, and I've been using it together with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. This is another one that I've been wearing so much lately. I love the colors in this. If you guys know me, you really know that I love warm eyeshadows. I have kind of like green, yellowy hazel eyes, so these colors are just perfect for me. And there's even if you don't love super warm shades, you can still do fairly cool tone looks with these, because you have colors like Warm Taupe, Cypress Umber, Buon Fresco, I don't know how to say that, maybe you Italian people can correct me if I'm wrong. All of these, and even Golden Ochre is a little bit more of a cool tone brown, not as warm as like Burnt Orange and Raw Sienna. So these are all colors that you can pull together quite a cool toned look if you want to. But just this palette is amazing. The eyeshadows are equivalent to the Anastasia Beverly Hills single eyeshadows, which is often rare in a company. Often when they come out with a palette, the eyeshadows are not as good quality as their single shadows, but this is just amazing, and I honestly highly recommend this if you haven't gotten your hands on it. It is a permanent product at Sephora, so it's not limited edition. It's going to be there forever, and I just really like that they came out with an original palette like this for a permanent product, and it wasn't just like another super neutral type of palette. So I love that, and I've been using it a lot with this Slow Fast Slow eyeshadow from MAC. Next thing I'm going to talk about is my favorite eyebrow product that I've been using, which is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in Soft Brown. As you guys have I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I did lighten up my hair quite a bit. I'm going to go back and do a little bit more, but I just love the way it looks on me. I find it really like makes my eyes look better. It makes my skin look warmer, like everything about it I just love. I used to have a lot of white hairs. If you guys watch my videos, you probably know that, and I didn't realize my hairdresser told me that I had 40 to 45% white hairs on my head. So it was really time for me to start dyeing my hair, and I did. And even the brown that she used is a much warmer brown that I had before. Like it's less ashy, and I did get like highlights and lowlights and stuff, so I really like it. And the eyebrow pencil that I've been using with my hair this way is the Brow Definer in Soft Brown, as I said before. I like this product because it's very easy to use, and you just kind of do it quick, and it does your eyebrows without even thinking about it. And then on top of that, I've been putting this Anastasia tinted brow gel in the color Caramel. So as you guys can see, it's kind of just like a shimmery blonde type of color. And this has just been making my eyebrows look a little bit more like lighter without having to dye them. So I've really been liking that. Next up, to highlight underneath my eyes, I've been using the Wet n Wild Illumi-Naughty. That's so funny. I never even realized that's what it was called. It's called Illumi and then dash naughty, like as if you're naughty, you know? Anyways, this is the highlighting and concealing pen. Again, Wet n Wild is cruelty-free, which is super awesome. I'm really, really making an effort in using more cruelty-free products, and this stuff is so cheap and it's really, really good. I've been using this instead of, well, I've been trying to use it instead of like the MAC Prep and Prime highlighting pens, or like its equivalent probably to the Yves Saint Laurent Touche Éclat type of thing. So I've been using this to highlight under my eyes, like on the bridge of my nose, and I just blend it out with a beauty blender. And I got mine in the color Posing Nude, which is awesome. And then one of my absolute favorite products that I just can never ever live without, I've already ordered a new one, is this Wet n Wild contouring palette. It's the Mega Glow contouring palette, and the one I got is in Dulce de Leche. I use this lighter shade here. As you guys can see, it's like really sad, but I use this lighter shade here to highlight, like kind of set my under eyes and also my lid. With concealer after, so it makes like a base for my eyeshadows. And it just helps to highlight, and it's awesome. I've really been trying to find a good powder for underneath my eyes. I've tried everything from the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder to I just bought the Laura Mercier, what's it called? It's the one that's like, anyways, I don't remember it. It's the one that's meant, it's like an under eye concealer, secret brightening powder. I bought that as well. Those things make my eyes look like I'm like 95 years old. I don't understand how these like YouTubers use it. I guess maybe they have like really perfect skin and maybe they're like 20 years old. Like I'm gonna be 30 in a couple years. So, but when I use those things, it makes my under eyes look super creepy and like disgusting. And and those are expensive, you know? And when I'm using this, it makes my under eyes look smooth and beautiful. So I'm just gonna stick to that. And this contour color is what I use to contour underneath my cheekbones, and then I go over it with bronzer and stuff. So I love this so much, you guys. You should try this. It's honestly, I think it was like $3.99 or something crazy like that, or like $5.99, between like $3.99 and $8.99, which is crazy for this kind of thing. It's such good quality, you know? So I would definitely give that a try. Then this product is the best, honestly the best eyeliner, black eyeliner I've ever used in my life. I'm not talking about like to make a wing. I'm talking about to put inside your waterline, you know? It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Darkside Waterproof Gel Liner. It just recently came out. They just launched it. They brought it out at the same time as they brought out the Modern Renaissance palette. And it's kind of, nobody's really been talking about it. I don't understand why. This thing, when you put it on, like even if you swatch it on your hand, like just go to Sephora and swatch it on your hand and leave it there for like a minute, and even if you try to remove it with a makeup remover, it does not come off. It is seriously the most black and the most waterproof and the most long wearing eyeliner I've ever tried in my life. I don't normally put black inside my eyes, but when I do, I use this. And I was so surprised because I actually have fairly watery eyes, and I used to always wear, you know, like MAC Smolder or Feline or like Kohl's like that, and after an hour they would just be gone and it would all be like smudged under my eyes and stuff. This thing, I put this on at like 9-10 o'clock in the morning, and honestly, I finished work, went to the gym at like 8 p.m. and looked at myself in the mirror, and this thing was still perfect inside my waterline. It was perfect. There wasn't like any of it missing. It was like literally black as night. And I couldn't believe it. I've never, ever tried an eyeliner like this before. And it's not even expensive. It's like $21 Canadian compared to other eyeliners, I mean, that you would buy at Sephora. So I would definitely check this out. And it even comes with like a little sharpener at the end here that you can take off, and you can kind of sharpen your little pencil if you want at the end. Now I'm gonna talk about this LA Girl Pro Conceal I can never say it. Every single time I make a video, it's hilarious because I try to say that I'm using this and I can never ever say it. This is the LA Girl Pro Conceal High Definition Concealer. There you go. And the color I use is Creamy Beige. I've probably been using this for over a year. It's so inexpensive. I think it's like $1 or something, like $1. But this thing is awesome. It lasts such a long time under your eyes. It's really, really full coverage. I mean, I wouldn't be able to relate to that because I don't really have dark circles, but for people, I mean, I've watched people use it that do have dark circles and they love it. It lasts a really long time. It's in a squeeze tube, so you can just squeeze it out and you can literally use like every last inch of the product in there. And it's just so awesome. Like and it's also cruelty free. So why would you go buy like $40 concealers when you can buy this amazing thing for like $1? Why? Doesn't make any sense to me. Sometimes we're curious to try things. I understand. I'm like that too. I like to try new products, but this thing is literally the bomb and I've been using it for a year nonstop and like I haven't really tried any other concealers. So next up, I'm going to talk about, this is like, honestly, this is my Ride or Die. Speaking of which, I really wanted to make the Jaclyn Hill Ride or Die palette, but I decided not to. I really wanted to make the what am I even saying? I really wanted to do the Jaclyn Hill Ride or Die tag, but then I just decided to do this instead. But this would be in that tag, 100%. This is the NYX Strobe of Genius Illuminating Palette. Honestly, guys, I cannot live without this. I cannot. This color here is what I use as my highlighter. Like you guys can see, I use that every single day as my highlighter. I'm also wearing it on my lid as a lid shade. And then this color here, I like to use in the inner corner of my eye and right under my brow bone. This thing is so freaking amazing. It's better than like super high-end highlighters that I've tried. And I've tried everything from like MAC to Becca to like Anastasia. I feel bad saying that. I also really love the Anastasia ones, to be honest. But this is just something else. Like the consistency is so like finely milled. It doesn't look like sparkly or like splotchy on your skin. It just makes you look so glowy. And the color selection here is really cool too. You have like a lavender shade. You have like darker shade. This one's a little bit more like pink type thing. It's like a weird, I don't know how to explain it. It has like a duochrome of pink in it. So kind of if you want to try like funky highlights, but you also want some like really nice normal ones, this is such a good palette to have. And I think it's only like, it's so inexpensive. It's like $15 for this whole palette. So I will definitely be repurchasing this. And I never, like I've tried to stray away from using this, but I just can't. Like I keep going back to using this over and over again. So, so good. Next up, I'm going to talk about this product here. So I just told you guys about my hair. After doing my hair, I asked the hairdresser, because I have like really curly, coarse, dry hair, I definitely, like she definitely used a lot of bleach in my hair, so I wanted to make sure that it was really healthy. And I asked her which oil she recommended, and she recommended this one for me. It's the Kerastase Nutritive Oleo Relax Nutri Oil and Anti-Frizz oil, I guess. It's a leave-in oil. It smells so good, and I really like the way it makes my hair feel. It actually makes it look really shiny, but at the same time not oily, because I've used different oils before that when I put them in my hair almost looks dirty. It looks like it's like super oily and gross, but this makes my hair look shiny, and it reduces frizz, but it doesn't make it look oily or dirty. So I really highly recommend this oil. It's a little bit more on the pricey side. I paid like $47 for this bottle, which is a little bit crazy, but I really like it and I think it's worth it. Next, on to sunglasses. These are so bomb. I bought these at Aldo like last week for 16 bucks. I love them. These are a copy of the new Dior sunglasses that are really, really in style. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but they're selling them for like $500+. These are the exact same, but they're from Aldo and they're $16. Obviously they're not the same quality, like you can tell. I love Aldo because I find they have like super funky sunglasses, but the quality is definitely like shitty. It's not like the best quality sunglasses, but I mean, for that price, to buy like super stylish sunglasses, why not? I love these because they're rose gold, and I just find that they look super awesome. And those are definitely still there because I bought them like 5 days ago, so I really like those. Then I bought these more recently, and ugh, it really bothers me because they're already getting, and I'm super careful with them. I don't know why this is happening, but they're already getting like the top screen part. I mean, the lens is already getting like all scratched up, but these are the Key Australia sunglasses, and I love them so much. I paid like $100 for these. I bought them at a store called Editorial in Montreal. I didn't order them on the website, but I paid like literally it came with tax, like $113. And these are, what are they? They're the Jet Lag, and they're the collab with Crispy. And I love them so much. I'm definitely not gonna regret purchasing them. I kind of want to purchase more Key sunglasses now because the quality feels really good. Like compared to these, the quality, I mean, it's worth the price, I would say. And if you live in the States and you're going to pay $50 for them on the Key website, they're definitely worth the price. Like the quality feels like a high-end sunglass. Just the lens thing kind of bothers me. I want to talk about two things that are not really related to makeup. The first thing is this summer I've been reading so many books, and specifically I've been loving this series. This is the second book called City of Ashes. I think the first book is called City of Bones. City of Bones is what it's called. So now I'm on to the second book. I can't put these down. These are so good. I'm not going to get too much into it, but it's more of like a supernatural type of thing, which is what I like. You know, like I was addicted to the show Supernatural, and I love reading things like vampire stuff like Twilight and all that stuff. So if you like that, you're really going to like these. I'm halfway through this one and I already have the third book. And speaking of which, I've really been loving this app on my phone that I downloaded called Goodreads. And this is like not sponsored or anything. It's just something that I personally found. It's called Goodreads, and it's really cool because for somebody that likes to read and you go to a bookstore, sometimes you have like no idea what you want to buy and you want to read a good book. You don't want to waste your money on like a crappy book. Goodreads is the best because it gives you lists of like the best books of 2016, and if ever you're interested in something like a certain category, you can look it up and you can look up books that have been rated 5 stars by over by thousands of people, you know, so you'll know that it's a really good book. And you can also connect with like other friends that like to read, which is kind of cheesy, but I do it with my mom, you know. So I really like that app, and if you like to read, I would totally recommend. Maybe we could even be friends on it, so let me know in the comments below if you're gonna use that. Then I'm gonna talk about one last thing, and this is a candle this is my third of this one, and at first I wasn't even really sure if I liked it. It's from Bath and Body Works, and it's called the scent is Eucalyptus Mint, and this is the White Barn, and it's the same scent as that like stress candle that they have, and I used to use it like only when I was like taking a bath or when I was sick or something like that, but now I've just grown to absolutely love this smell. And when I smell it, it just like automatically like calms me down and makes me feel like so much less stressed. Like I love burning this candle when I'm in the bath, or even when it's like nighttime and I've had like a rough day or something, like in school or whatever it is. I just like burn this and I chill, and it makes me feel so good. And it smells exactly like that, like eucalyptus mint. So I would totally recommend this, but you definitely should smell it first, because I've had people come over and they're like, oh, I hate that. What scent is that? It's like a very specific kind of scent, but some people really love it. But oh, the smell of it is just amazing to me. All right, guys, so I actually have this whole bag here. It's a little bag that I carry in my purse by Sephora, and it's like a bag of my favorite lip products, like my current favorite lip products. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a video, like a separate video, because there's so much stuff in here in this video. Like I'm looking and it's already 25 minutes long, so I don't want to sit here for another like 30 minutes talking about lip products. So I'm gonna cut this video off and make a separate video for that, so just stay tuned for that. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this, and please let me know down below what your favorite products for the month of August or for the summer have been, because you guys know that I love buying new products, even though I'm trying to be better these days. Especially if you guys have any cruelty-free drugstore favorites, or even just drugstore favorites in general, I would love to know, because I'm really into drugstore products right now. I love you guys so much. I hope that you guys are having an amazing week, an amazing month. September is here, and I hope that you guys are excited for fall because it's my favorite season. Also, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe to my channel. Also, I'll leave the link to my Instagram down below. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!